Hey, what's up? It's the normal playing guy, and oh, we have some brilliant news. So, with the former global anniversary now being some sort of mega campaign, one of the hypest ones, really, along the same lines as an anniversary. There's a whole bunch of new units and a whole bunch of new super easy A's, all relevant to the Black Saga from Dragon Ball Super. Insane. And we're going to start off with a good video. We're going to do the super easy A for Vegito Blue, physical Vegito Blue. Of course, AGL Rose also gets his easy A. These are the second anniversary units, right? So big hype. So we'll go through them one by one. We'll get to the new units, but let's deal with these because these, everyone's got these, right? And you got them easy A, you got them rainbow. You've probably had dupes, but dude, these. I like easy A's, super easy A's as well. This is where the best stuff is. Forget the new units. So of course we're doing Vegito. So 2017 he came out in and he had his easy A back in 2020. Now we have a super easy A. Relevant stuff. So there on screen is what he did before. So prevent this from going on too long, we'll skip to the super easy A. Of course, what made him great is every super attack granted him attack and defense, which then helped for his counters. That was the whole point. Now let's see what we did. He was realistically super attack heavy. So remember, super easy A's, you don't the leader skill and the super class, super attack don't change. It's just the passive. So previously we had, okay, so now we get 2 key 200%. That's an enormous buff, but to be fair, it's really needed. Damage reduction of 20%. Okay. So you get a flat out damage reduction. Launches 2 additional attacks. Each one has a 50% chance to become a super attack. That's now gone up from 30, and you now even get an additional 1. Then there was this. What do we get now? 2 additional attacks. Each have a 50%. Okay. Randomly changes to rainbow except for physical, so he's a rainbow orb changer as well. Okay, 150% on attack. That's nice. Bear in mind that is a multiplier of 50% that goes on top of that as well. For every attack you perform, and that would include crits, those counters attack 30%. So they've maximized his counters on this, because you're getting, you do your super attack, and then this comes in with 250%. So okay, so let's say you roll the dice and you get 3 super attacks. Each one of them is giving you an additional 30% attack, but more importantly, it's for the counters. Because even if you don't crit, it's gonna carry some additional weight. So that's really good. When receiving just a normal, you have an additional 60% damage reduction, and you counter, which of course is the main deal. So yeah, these normal counters are going to be absolutely huge. Of course, he is probably going to be a decent tank for normals. 80% damage reduction compared to 40%. So we are now getting big numbers here. This is good. The problem is that first attack is going to be a bit of a funny one. If you can attack first, even get a few more in, you should be able to cover yourself, hopefully, should this unit take a super attack. Bear in mind you have 20% against a super attack, so that's not strictly the worst. It's a little something, but sure, they would still kill him, but normals should be okay. When you receive a super attack, you have a 50% chance to dodge it, period. Oh, okay, only on super attacks. That's what that essentially means. Chance to dodge an enemy attack plus 30% when your HP is 70% or less. Okay, so you have, period, at full health, 50% chance to dodge supers only. And then it 70% or less, it does go to 80%. So you can actually stick him in slot 1. because then he would have an 80%, depending on your health, you'd have 80% to dodge a super, for which then you would have 80% damage reduction from normals, for which every super attack and every attack performed, you get big attack here, and here, which is great. Okay, when all allies in the same turn are superclass, there is another Future Saga ally in the same turn, so either or, and it's most likely going to be achievable. All attacks are super effective. It applies the super excellent effect. That's nice. Superclass allies, 40% to stats for 2 turns. Extreme get 40% just for the turn, for the rotation. Okay, so this is great, so it can affect the next rotation, but the fact that you likely are going to get this, basically this means that his crits are not only going to do much more damage in comparison to what he is now, he's going to be, they've done it around where even if you don't crit, hopefully your counters will have more weight, because you've given this, and then of course we're getting this, right, and then we're also getting this. So yeah, counters, not a problem. So huge potential here, and I presume crits, 100% you spec into crits. Yes, you could argue additional, but honestly, no. The whole point of this is, I mean, he even has dodge, funny enough, put into this. Yes, okay, it is strictly only against a super attack, but that is strictly only his weakness. So pure crits would be fantastic. Obviously, you'd probably run that anyway. So yeah, put those, and suppose by now we've got those level 5, 6, 7, 8 orbs for crit, so go nuts. Of course, he's a big buff to Patara in particular. So we got Future Saga, Patara, Time Limit, Time Travelers, Fuse Fighters, Final Trump. He is a really nice, suitable tank. Patara, all the Patara units are really good, but the only problem is they age really quick. For example, this guy came out who has a identical LR basically coming out. He was good when he came out, not anymore. Same with him. Now his Easy A still makes him exceptionally relevant, but again he's falling off a little bit. They're honestly better in the previous form. This guy again for 7th anniversary, I think. His Easy A was amazing, but dropped off. Same with this. Every single one of these Patara and Fuse Fighters need a lot of help. But that being said, his presence, his power is going to be fantastic. Tons of key, tons of attack, key in here. Power bestowed by God's got attack, fierce battles attack, Kamehameha. Again, it's all just key and attack. His numbers are going to be exceptionally impressive. I would have thought there was something around here for Rainbow, but he's just a Rainbow Warp Changer. Okay, so that's fine. Anyway, he's brilliant. Again, spec for crits. They really have tailored this unit to go for counters, right? It's to have some weight. But yeah, looking hype. He's expected to drop, on the 10th. So that is in a few days. I believe this whole campaign's going to drop on the 7th or 8th. It depends on where I am. Usually, I would imagine it's Tuesday personally. But by the end of said next week, this will come out alongside Rose. Amazing. Yeah, you can let me know what you think. I think he's brilliant. Long time waited, and no doubt it's going to be good. But yeah, sure, go for it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. We'll do Rose next. Thank you very much for watching this. I'll see you in the anniversary / semi-global anniversary. Thank you, and bye-bye.